Right back at you. Feel me? I got 15 minutes with y'all. And I got 10 minutes. I know this part right here. That's the extra soap. When you use that shit crazy. I got 10 minutes with y'all, you feel me? Look, man. This video is gonna be called Supplements. You feel me? I was talking that in my last video. See, we live in a society where the government or the people who created this system knew that nature, when you look into nature itself, the way we're supposed to be living, most of the things that we're supposed to be doing has been taken away from us because of the society that we live in. I'm here about to do 8 hours of work, right? That's taken away from if I was living in nature itself and I had to go farm my farm, soil, walk to the soil, bend knees and everything else, put the seed in there, water, walk my cattle or whatever the hell I'm doing, or walk up on hills and everything else like that. These are all form of activities, you feel me, that I'm doing, climbing rocks and everything else. I'm naturally working my body out as I'm going naturally. Now, in this society that we live in, we have supplements for these things. You can take the powder supplements or you can go to the gym. That's another supplements because you cannot do these things. These things are already being done for you. So it's taken away from the activity that you're supposed to be doing yourself is being taken away. Also, relationship, this is what I was talking about, supplement. They put things in place like dating that. Before the dating up, it's like meeting a boyfriend and girlfriend. Then from the boyfriend and girlfriend, you go through the process of one relationship not working out, then another relationship not working out. By the time you realize guys playing games, girls and guys play games all day. You playing games with a girl. Now this girl had like 5 boyfriends in one summer. She don't have sex with all of them. Now it's not even her fault, cause these niggas is playing with her mind and everything else like that. So we live in a society where they have all these supplements in place, cause the actual organic thing that's supposed to naturally happen if you was to live in nature. I have my family, you have your family. They have arranged marriage. Bomb. These people get married right away. There's no in between of girlfriend and boyfriend, because the greatest love of yourself is to find yourself. Now, if you have a society where we don't have all these supplements going on, and you have a family that already know they are, you got the mother and father and everything else in the household, it's much better for you to find yourself faster than you having a society where the man is not home. You have a single mother sometimes. Sometimes the odds are against you in this form of society. Now, I'm not demonizing the society. It's just the life that we was there. Because we want a convenience. So this is what happens. We want a convenience when it came to car. Once upon a time, it was more manly for you to, walk or ride a horse and everything else like that. Those are more manly. Then the cars came. It became easier for me to just sit down, drive. Now the cars are even more. See that? Yeah. The cars are even more. The technology is even more demasculating the individual. Where now the cars is gonna be driving for you. You feel me? Like shit like that. All these things are demasculating you. So the government put in incentives or initiatives or supplements in place because they know that by driving this kind of technology forward, when you have a muscle that you do not use, it disappears. You feel me? It will be no longer in use. That's why they always talk about aliens who come to Earth, and the depiction is that they have a big head and skinny, small bodies. Cause if you out there in space like that, the projection that I've been projected is that if you don't use your muscle shrinks. When it shrinks, guess what happens? Your head becomes bigger because you're using more of your brain now. So that's why your head becomes bigger and your body shrinks. So that's an alien right there. And that's where we heading towards, because the more technology and the more advanced technology becomes, the less that we're going to be using our muscles and everything else like that. And maybe some men will probably be in the gym more, but I know for a fact that these kind of supplements that's not equate or equivalent itself to the natural act of just walking in nature and just doing rock climbing and all these other things that we supposed to naturally do in life itself. The supplements is never gonna do. It's a shortcut, and anything that's a shortcut, you're gonna have some kind of clogs or misread in between that's gonna be detrimental to your health. We know that lifting weights is not good for you. I know that for a fact. Lifting that shit is not good for you. I'm telling you. Do the research on it. See how it affects on you and how the extra weight weight on you itself is not good for you. You're supposed to naturally. I know I'm a skinny nigga. I'm good. I love being skinny and everything. I love to gain weight and everything. It just does not work for me, and I refuse to take supplements like powder and everything else like that, which is not good for you in the long run neither. So, as long as I'm physically in shape, you can do push-ups. That's good. Dips and everything else. You lifting your own weight and everything. But putting on extra weights and doing this and that, those things are not good for you at all. You're supposed to do activities, called aesthetics. You feel me? Stuff like that. Those things are good for you because we live in a society where we don't even have the grasp of what this society that we living in right now. You feel me? We live in a society where we was born into the society and we never had the mind to question the kind of society that we in. I'm from Africa, you feel me? So I was much more living in a society where it was much more natural, at least at the time when I was growing up over there. Even that is also becoming westernized. You feel me? All this technology and everything else like that. I was used to walking to school and everything else, coming back and everything else, having animals, interacting with some form of dog or cat that's also healthy and everything else like that. You feel me? So we need to get back to I got 4 more minutes. So we just gotta get back to the things that we ought to do. I feel like some of the things that we do are just supplements for the things that are naturally supposed to be there already. But since we have a society, hold on. But since we have a society where these things are not available, or where it's like we have to take these things away to put something else in place. This is the reason why we go in the route where we going. And it started off me thinking like that when it came to relationship, and I'm like, girlfriend and boyfriend, that shit is a waste of time, to tell the truth. You feel me? Because I never seen two people get in a relationship and say, yo, we gonna be together for the summer only. You wasting my time. I don't want to be together for just the summer. You feel me? If we get in a relationship, in my mind, I'm thinking long term. You feel me? I always think long term. If I invest, long term. Unless something happened in between, I'm like, I gotta take my money out. But I always have a account that is long term. Everybody even think, they think, oh, you living it now, but you also thinking long term. As a human, fuck it, but you're supposed to live in it now. But at the same time, we all thinking long term. So if you if you if you in a relationship and you just sign a contract with a person and be like, yo, this is what we do. We only together for the summertime, and that is that. Bomb. Then you move into another relationship where you go do another short term contract. I'm going to be with you for 2 years only, and it's like, what? It can only work in this society because that kind of situationship. Even when you get married in this society, you have to sign a contract with the government saying that this person is my wife, and y'all put it down on the paper and everything else. This is what we call what is it called? A certificate for a marriage, or marriage proposal and everything else like that. So it's a form of a business now. You feel me? It is not a natural act like two animals just coming together and staying together. So relationships and all these other ships, entanglement ship, all these kind of ships in between are all forms of, what do you call it? Are all forms of supplements of things that were supposed to happen naturally, but since that natural has been taken away and something else has been put into place, they had to form these things to make it seem like it's close to the original part. So think of it as relationship. Think of relationship as a supplement of a powder that you use to make yourself bulk up faster, or steroids that they use to get to the chicken so the chicken can grow a little faster to hatch eggs and everything else like that. So we have a lot of things in society that are supplements, and it's demasculating and defeminizing the man and the woman even more, and we are getting to a point where we're not even going to be able to recognize who we are in the long run. You feel me? And that's all I'm saying. I just wanted to bring that message to y'all. You already know what time it is. I have to say, by the way, I have to say that I am looking real good on this camera right now. I like the way I look right now. I am a sexy motherfucker. I just have to put that out there. But that being said, you feel me? I'm so serious. I'm not even lying. I got 1 minute with y'all. So this is what's going on. You feel me? I'm looking at my surroundings. I'm like, yo, why do this man act like that? And why do these women act like that? And why do this group of these people act like that? And it's having me going back to some of the things that I've learned, and saying things just come to me naturally. I'm like, yo, the The reason why people are acting the way they're acting, because we are not living the way we're supposed to be living. We are living in a zoo, and we think that we are free. You feel me? And we are not free, because most of the things that we know was already there. Was already taught to us, so we think that that's the way it's supposed to be, but that's not how it's supposed to be. Feel me? And I just want to relay that message to y'all real quick. Most of the things that we're doing are supplements. You feel me? Because it's taken away from our daily activities. You feel me? And we don't know what happens when you take one activity away, what kind of effect it will have on the rest of the projection of what you're trying to accomplish. Then you taking one activity away, and you throwing that away, and you putting your own version activities over there. You put another version just to supplement it, because you know that they need it. Even parks are there for kids to run around and play and everything. That's a supplement for nature itself, because they know that you got to be active. Every other animal is active. Birds are constantly flying. I ain't never seen an animal that sleeps 24, except for a lion. But even a lion, when they wake up, they walk around and they're very active. They're active when they're about to catch their prey and everything else like that. But I gotta go. So you see it for yourself, man. We got to be active. You're supposed to be moving. That's the reason why obesity and diabetes is so big in this country, because we are being robbed of our activities. You feel me? You feel me? And it is what it is. But I'm out of here. See y'all later. This video is going to be called Supplement.